Hi, I'm Catherine Halpin. I was a CPA for what felt like 150 years, and I've made my life's work over the last 23 years to be focused on the people side of business during mergers, acquisitions, accelerated growth opportunities, CEO transitions. And what I've learned is that what Bill George, the former CEO of Medtronic, says, we can't be a leader to anybody else unless we're a leader to ourselves first. I call that self-leadership. And today I want to share with you just a few simple, practical things that you could do more of so that you could become a better leader to yourself and to your team and to your organization and connect the dots in your own career. Make sure that your work is aligned with your values. Make sure that your work is aligned with your strengths. I believe our strengths are our values in action. And make sure that you're not paying too high of a price for your success. Arianna Huffington said in her most recent book, Thrive, that the Western workplace, which has now been outsourced across the world, is come at a terrible cost to the world. We don't even know the impact on our judgment and our decision making from the sleep deprivation and from the stress. So Arianna and I feel like there's got to be a different approach. So the first thing I recommend to everybody is that they get their heart rate up on a regular basis. Something happens when you get the endorphins released in your brain, and you can think more clearly and you can think more broadly. You can maintain a wide perspective. When I was a workaholic CPA, I couldn't see the forest for the trees. I thought everything was urgent and I was the best thing to do every task. The other thing that I encourage people to do on a very regular basis is get out in nature. Most of the spiritual mystics, regardless of their background, they could have been a Roman Catholic saint, they could have been a Sufi. We just don't, it doesn't matter what they were, but anybody that's had those mystical experiences pretty much had them in nature. They were hiking up a mountain, or they were sitting on a rock by a stream. Something about getting out in nature really helps us have a broad perspective too. And then the most important thing, in addition to those two, the three top things I encourage everybody to do is to put in a variety of reserves of time. And these are just simple, basic time management practices. Take time to prepare for meetings. Give yourself the time, the luxury of arriving early for meetings so that you can connect with the other participants and just strengthen your connection with them so that when you have to get into difficult situations, everybody feels like that they already have a strong connection and they don't want to be obnoxious with their close colleagues. So I have a variety of reserves of time that if you do all 9 of them, the 9th one is what I call creative tension strategic think time. And creative tension is a phrase coined by Peter Senge, the noted author. And he says that creative tension is a gap between where you are and where you want to be. And he says it's like a rubber band. You're constantly stretching that every day, and that we need time. I say we need time on at least on a weekly basis to reflect on that. Where am I in my career? Where am I as a business owner? Where am I as a parent, a spouse? Where am I and where do I want to be, and how can I close that gap? So those are the 3 most important aspects. If you have any questions about this, you can email me, and then we can have a little chat about it. Love to share more about my work. I'm the author of the book Alignment for Success, Bringing Out the Best in Yourself, Your Teams, and Your Company, available on Amazon, Catherine Halpin. And there's certainly several ebooks too on Amazon, and both of them focused on these 9 habits. So either one of them is just different formats. Either one would be great.